Welcome to MACFIT Thighs and Glutes. No equipment required today, just your mat and yourself. Let's get started. Starting our warm-up today, we're going to start in the back of our mat, feet together, roll downs nice and slow. And roll down. Lifting up, nice and easy. Relax shoulders, relax neck, roll down. Lifting up, stepping out hip width, rolling down. Rolling up. Last time, roll down. Nice and easy, lifting up. Now have one more roll down and walk our hands out to plank. Nice and long, shooting out all the way from your heels to the tip of your head. And walking back up to your feet, rolling up. Repeat that again, rolling down. Walk out to plank, nice and long. Step your right foot up to runner's stretch. And rock back and forth. Lifting our arms up to our ears, flat back. We're going to lift all the way up. Lift your arms to the ceiling. Find that even distribution of weight between both legs. And pulse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down, flat back, runner's stretch. Step back to plank, hands up to our feet, and roll up. Repeat that again, rolling down. Walk out to plank. Left foot, runner's stretch. Rocking back and forth. Arms lift, flat back, lift up tall. Find that even distribution. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lowering down. Step back to plank. Finding your downward facing dog. Stretch out those calves and shoulders and back. Find your plank. Knees to the floor. Lower down. Good. And find your child's pose. Reaching and elongating your arms out in front of you. Make sure you get a nice deep back stretch. Small bounces. Tailbone lifts up, fold over, rolling up. Very good. For circuit 1, we're going to do some squats. Go ahead and find the center of your mat. Hips slightly outside of your hip width. Toes slightly turned out. And lower, slow. Lifting up slow. And lower, slow. Lifting up. We want to make sure our back is staying completely straight. Our knees are not going over our toes. And once we lift, you want to make sure you're squeezing those glutes. Last time, up. A little quicker, lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and up, lower, and up. Keep going. Keeping our breaths nice and even. And hold. Small bounces. Keep breathing. Lifting up. Repeat, slow. And lift, nice and slow. Really feel that burn. And lift. A little quicker, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift, lower, lift. You got this. Keeping it nice and steady, and lower, and lift, and lower, and bounce. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it going. Good. Shake it out. Grab some water if you need. Standing up tall, we're gonna lunge with our right leg back. And 8, 7, 6, nice and slow. 4, 3, 2, squatting center, switching sides. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and center. Now singles alternating. Center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Keep going, back and back, nice and low. And done. Lifting arms up, flat back, up and over. Arms to the side. When we plie, we're gonna bring our arms forward, keeping our flat back. And lift arms back. Plie arms forward. Straighten arms back. Plie arms forward, keeping our shoulders out of our ears. And plie. Lifting up and over. Tailbone high, relax neck. Hold on to your neck if you'd like. Take your time. Do whatever feels good to you. And roll up. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Very nice. Next, we're going to start with our feet together, arms open to second, and find our side leg pulses, starting with the right leg and pulse, 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 pulse. Now front and lunge, feet together and side, feet together. Repeat and pulse, 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 pulse. Keeping that leg lifted all the way to the front and lunge, feet together and side, feet together again and pulse, pulse. Keeping the opposite side lifted up tall. 6, 7, up and lunge, feet together and side and up. Now we're going to step forward and find our side plank, right hand to the ground. Opposite arm lifts to the ceiling, and we're going to pulse our top leg and pulse, 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 pulse. Keep it going. Pulse, pulse, and plank. Hold, hold, lower down. Chest lifts up tall. Find downward facing dog. Walk your legs up to your hands, rolling up other side. Arms open and pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Opposite side lifted. Up, lunge front. Feet together and side. Feet together. Repeat. And pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Pulse, lift it up, tall front, feet together, and side, feet together. Last time, pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep it lifted. Lift up, tall and front, lift up, and side, lift up. And finding that plank forward, left arm to the ground, opposite arm lifts to the ceiling, and pulse that top leg. And lift, lift, lift. Breathing, you can do it. Shaking is okay. And find your plank. Lower your chest to the ground, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Good. Knees to the ground. Find your child's pose. Stretching out that back, rocking side to side. Deep breaths. Go ahead and sit down with your legs bent out in front of you. And we're going to find our side stretch, lifting up and over. And opposite side. And up tall. Feet out flexed in front of you. Lift up and over. Find that stretch. Very nice, you guys. On to circuit number 2. Go ahead and grab a drink if needed. When you're ready, find a seat on your mat. Sitting up tall and slowly lowering down, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way down to the mat. Scooting our heels up to our glutes. We're gonna lift our pelvis nice and slow. And lift. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4, lift up. 2, 3, squeeze those glutes and lower. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4, holding up. 6, 7, 8, and pulse, 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 squeezing tight and pulse, 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 and hold. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 6, 7, lift those heels and hold. Lower down and lift. Lower down and lift and pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep it going. And hold, 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 hold. Lower down. Very good, you guys. Hug those knees up to your chest. Rock back and forth. Circle your knees around, both sides. We're going to do one more round of these pelvis lifts. Go ahead and find your feet flat on the ground and lift. 2, 3, 4, lower down. 2, 3, 4, lift up. 2, 3, 4, lower down. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4, lower down. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2, 3, 4, pulse. 2, 3, 4, pulse. 2, 3, 4, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, and pulse. 2, lower down. Very nice. Hug those knees. Knees open wide, feet together, deep breath. Sitting up, find small bounces. Take your time. Lift your tailbone to the ceiling. Folding over, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. Stretch out those legs. And roll up nice and slow. Very good, you guys. Before we go into circuit 3, go ahead and grab some water. Take a few deep breaths. Shake out those legs. Our energy is lifted, standing up tall, feet slightly apart. We're gonna lunge back on our right leg and lift our knee up. So watch a couple times if needed. Lift and lunge and lift. Lunge, lift, lunge, lift. Keep going. Get that standing leg nice and straight. Lower down to plank, and we have mountain climbers. Keep it up and go. Walk our feet up to standing. And left leg back and lift. Back. Lift. Back. 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 Find your plank and mountain climbers. Keep it going. Back to standing. Jump this time if you can. Lunge back and jump and jump and jump And jump. It's okay if you're not jumping. Just keep your standing leg firmly planted on the ground. And plank. Now knee to opposite elbow. Keep it going. Back to standing. Now left side and lunge. Jump. You can do it. Keep going. And plank, knee to opposite elbow. Keep it strong. Almost done. You can do it. And finish. Lower your chest down to the ground. Lifting up, upward facing dog to child's pose. Very good, you guys. Let's stay down on our mat for our cool down. Do what your body needs for this, though of course I'm here if you'd like to follow along with me. Go ahead and take your time sitting up. Go ahead and find your right leg bent out in front of you and your left leg bent behind. We're just gonna stretch side to side, stretching out those glutes. Opposite side. And stretching all the way forward. Stay here, take deep breaths. Lifting up tall. Feet pointed straight out in front of you. Lift arms to the ceiling and up and over. Bent knees if needed. Finding our opposite side. Left foot bent in front of you. Right leg in back. And stretch. Other side. And stretch in front. Relax. Again, feet out in front of you, toes pointed or flexed. Lift up and over, deep breath. Again, bent knees if needed. And lifting up tall, let's lower down on our backs. Vertebrae by vertebrae, feet up to the ceiling, cross your right leg in front of your left thigh, string your arms through, holding onto your thigh if you'd like, and cross your right leg over your left, folding over to our left side. Keep both shoulders on the ground, and when you're ready, finding the opposite side. Cross your left over your right, stretching our back to the opposite side, shoulder down to the ground. And when you're ready, hug your knees to your chest, maybe finding happy baby. Finishing off with small bounces, folding up and over, getting that nice last stretch through our hamstrings, and rolling up. Finishing off together, let's breathe in and out. Last time, breathe in and shaking out. Thank you for staying motivated today with me, guys. If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.